Hey, welcome back to Tammy's beauty tutorial. We are doing a collaboration today with GlamWithKelly, and that's also we're doing Get Ready With Me for Mother's Day brunch. So the title, Mother's Day, Get Ready With Me, and Why I Love Being a Mom, a collaboration with GlamWithKelly is the full title. And I'm just going to be getting ready, why I do my makeup, and I'm going to talk why I love being a mom. And and I also thought it would be fun to ask my children what they love about me, and just some things like that. So let's just get into some makeup, okay? Okay, so we're going to start first by pinning my bangs back. As you can see, I already got my hair fixed because since our theme was kind of to do like a brunch inspired look, I curl my hair because if I was going to brunch for Mother's Day, of course I will curl my hair. I did it with a wand, and I also would probably wear a dress, and because I feel like that would be kind of a little fancier instead of just like blue jeans and my normal attire. I'd want to look nice, dress up a little bit, and my boys would not be happy about dressing up either, because normally they're not really into dressing up for things. they would be kind of mad, but I would make them dress up a little bit. I mean, my boy really likes to dress up. Not many, I don't think. So I'm going to, start with my moisturizer, because I always put on a little moisturizer before I put on makeup, because dry skin. And I am still loving the Bare Minerals Butter Drenched. So good. And I've had this for probably the end of February, and I'm not even probably and I use it every day. I'm probably about halfway, maybe not quite halfway. So this lasted me quite a while, and it's definitely going to be repurchased. I feel like it has just helped my skin so much, and I really love it. So definitely a repurchase. And then I'm going to do the Mega Bright by Orgins. To help with any dark circles and puffiness under the eyes, which I feel like I have a little bit today. Some days you just don't get a lot of sleep. For one reason or another. Okay, now primers, and I'm out of the Becca, so now I'm switching it up, which is always so nice. And I try to use up one primer before going to another one, because I think that's a good way to tell, and also if you're going to react to it, see how it really works, because you really don't know if you like something until you use it a couple of times. Sometimes you can tell right away if you're gonna like it, but to see how you really like it, you need to use it a couple of times. Okay, so I'm in the Stila One Step Illuminating Illuminate Illuminer. Illuminer? Is that? It's a skin tone illuminating serum, and it says swirl your way to a luminous, glowing complexion in one step. This, I don't have my glasses or my contacts, so let me put my glasses on just so I could read and not have to squint or look weird by reading it, because it's so hard to read a clear packaging. This Innovation Triple Swirled Serum instantly primes, brightens, illuminates the skin, one step illuminates, improves skin tone, invents outcut your complexion and helps smooth fine lines and wrinkles, complexion perfection. Highlight gold highlights the skin. The pale pink warms complexion, and kitten brightens and illuminating. So as you can see, there's like 3 different colors and it swirls. And it actually, I used it yesterday, and it did look really nice on the skin, and it does really make your skin look really nice and dewy. And you know, that's what I like. So we'll see how it works today. And that's what it looks like on the back of my hand. And I have another Stila primer too. I think I've used it in my earlier videos. It's one for like to get rid of redness and stuff. And I'll probably go back to because I do have a little bit of redness like right in here, like on my cheeks. But that one's really good for redness. The other one. I think I'm really gonna like this one since I like such a dewy look. Okay, now I'm going to grab my other primer that I would like, and it's the e.l.f. Putty Primer, and I'm hitting pan on that because you know I really like that. But I have the other one to the luminescent, and when this one's done I'm going to switch to that one because I'm really excited to use that one since for Illumina, for you know, for a dewy finish. But I feel like this is really good for like smoothing, more of a smoothing effect, because I do have areas where I have like larger pores, like especially like in like kind of the T-zone area, like on my cheeks and on my nose. everybody has little problem areas that they want more smoothing. That's why sometimes I think it is good to use more than one primer. Because not every primer is going to meet your needs. But then also, maybe one primer does fit everybody's needs. Maybe I'm just super extra. Okay, so now today I'm going to be using my Smashbox Studio Skin 15 Hour Wear, the Hydrating Foundation. I really like this foundation. I think it's super good. I think it lasts really long. I think it applies really nice. It goes on really good. I just talked in circles. And I'm using my Sigma foundation flat kabuki brush. It's the F80. I know in my palette video a lot, and I've been getting a lot of questions on my brushes. Would you guys like to see my entire brush collection and what brushes I use, what my favorite ones are, what brushes I recommend the most? Is that something you guys want to see? Is that something you're interested in? Just comment below if you guys have an opinion on that. You know, I always like to hear from you guys on what your thoughts are. Okay, so let's get into the 5 things that I love being a mom. And then, that gives me something to say. Okay, so 1, I love discovering things with them. When they were little, it was so fun to for them to figure out the world and discover new things. And even now that they are older, it's so fun for them to experience new things together and it's so fun seeing the world through their eyes and just see things through their eyes when they haven't experienced new things. I have so many stories about that. It's just so much fun. It's just so fun to be a mom and to see the world through your children's eyes for the first time when they're little. Even now as teenagers, it's so fun. Okay, that was 1. Number 2, doing the holidays with them. It just gets funner each year. When they're little, I remember, it was even the first year, they really got Santa Claus, to see that joy and that excitement and that magic in their eyes, and it just brought it to life again, like when you were a child, and to see that love through their eyes. It was so fun, and it brings that excitement back for you as a parent, and I just think that's so fun to get to do that for your children. And you just can't, there's nothing that brings you more joy than to get to bring that to your kids, and to get to also bring some of your childhood to your children and get to share some of your traditions. And I think also, my mom has passed, so I get to pass some of her traditions and some of the things that she loved onto my kids. And I think that's fun. My mom was so big into the holidays, and some of my best memories are of Christmas. And so that's really fun. And I do love decorating, and that's kind of our tradition, is to always decorate the Christmas tree, and I always buy a new ornament every year for the boys, and I think they really get into that, and they really like that. And it's kind of whatever they like this year. Like, they have a remote control, like they have an Xbox control, or Vance gets a fish because he likes fish, and it's just so fun. And I have every ornament that they've made from school, and even if they spelled things wrong or it's fallen apart, I've had to fix stuff, from when they were in kindergarten, like hot glue it together. But I mean, so our tree is like a little hodgepodge of all different things, which Corey, I think sometimes like our tree has, there's some things that go together, but then our ornaments are not matchy. But each ornament on our tree means something and has a meaning, and I like that. I would rather have that than have everything be matched and organized, because I think they can look at a tree and like, oh, that's my ornament, that's my ornament, that's mom's ornament, that's dad's ornament. I think that's really cool, and it makes it mean something. So I love that. So I love the holidays, and not just Christmas. I love 4th of July. They really get into that. Okay. I love that they tell me things. They can talk to me. They get really excited to tell me things. Vance loves telling me about science. He loves telling me about, he's super excited to tell me about like fish, and he's like, Mom, did you know? And he likes history, and I like history, and he gets super excited to tell me things. And I know I've mentioned that he has a speech delay. Well, Vance, he really couldn't talk. He could say things, but he would get really frustrated, and he didn't talk well. It took him, he probably couldn't say like I love you until he was probably like 3.5, almost 4. And I remember when he actually told me, Mommy, I love you, and I bawled. I started crying. It was so, made me so happy. He has speech apraxia, and he has ADD. So in that moment when he could say, I love you, was so big in our house. And I don't think that I could ever, so like, whatever, it was just such a big moment. And I worked so hard to like find out how to get, to get him to talk, or what was causing the speech delay and everything. It was just really, big in our house. Anyways, so, and then my youngest, me and him, he was like my little sidekick when he was little, and he still is my little sidekick. And so he tells me everything. He's like really honest. Like, I'm probably the one person he can really talk to. And I love that he feels that way, and I hope that it continues through high school, through college. I love that he feels like safe with me, that he can share things with me. I just think that is so important. I love that. Okay, Number 4 is I love taking them places. Like from the time that Vance was born when we added Cameron, I still took them places. It didn't change up my routine. I just learned how to take 2 kids by myself. I did not wait until my husband could go with us. Corey never really went with the zoo with us or anything like that. He didn't really like doing that kind of stuff with us because he was at work or whatever. On Saturdays, he doesn't really like large crowds, to be honest. So, like, if I wanted to go on like Saturdays, he didn't want to go. And then Kansas City area, there's this farmstead thing. It's called Deanna Rose, and it's like this huge like farmstead, and they have like where you can feed like chickens. They have like a dairy barn, and it's like goats, baby goats go on hay rides. It's like the coolest thing you've ever been to. So we would go do that a lot, and you only have to pay on the weekends, and then on the weekdays it's free, and we would go to that all the time. And so I would not wait for Corey to go with me. I would just take 2 kids, I would load them up, and I would just go. Same thing with the zoo. I would just go, because if he didn't want to go, I wasn't going to wait for him to like go with me. I would just go. 2 kids and all. I grocery shopping, whatever. And so I love taking them places regardless. Like, I would just do it. And I love doing that kind of stuff with them. I think that's just our time together, and it's so much fun. And we just do things, and I love it when we all go together. I do love going fishing with me and the kids and my husband. Even the camera does not like fishing, though. He does not do that. And I love going to the movies with them. I think that's so much fun. We always go do that. You know, I'm a big movie person. I think it's so fun. I remember the first movie that we took, the Cameron could sit through, and it was Toy Story 3, because Cameron was the biggest Toy Story fan, and he was so cute. Oh, and he had everything Toy Story. He was so cute. He loved all the cartoons, and then Toy Story 3 came out at just the right time, and he was so excited. And he had the time of his life. And he still likes those movies. Maybe not as much as he did when he was 3, but he was pretty excited. Okay, so then number 5, I love seeing the young men that they are growing into, and how they're growing, like just him growing. I've loved each stage that they have gone into. I loved the baby stage. I loved the toddler stage. I loved the kid stage. I love the stage they're in now. I just love to see how they're growing up. I'm so proud of the young men that they are becoming, and I just could not ask for better children. And I just think that I'm just so proud to be their mom. I'm so lucky that God chose me to be their mom. I just could not be prouder of them. So I just hope that I'm doing a good job raising them. You know, sometimes I don't feel like I'm doing a good job, because I think that, you know, being a mom is hard. But I think that every mom feels that moment that they're not doing a good job. that maybe that's just like mom guilt. I don't know. I hate when it does that. Anyway, and then, okay, so these are the things that Cameron and Van said about me. So this is Cam, and he's really funny, and so he likes to say things just to be fun. Well, I think he's serious and sincere, but he likes to keep the mood really light. So he says, tacos, I make tacos. So, good tacos. And that I'm really nice, which is really important. Good tacos and being nice. 3, I buy games without getting mad. Video games. He likes that I take him places, which I think that is really cute because, like I said, I like taking them places, and so that means a lot. And I give really good hugs. And I'm the only person that he actually hugs willingly without being forced into. So that's really special. Okay, and so Vance says that, okay, so then Vance is, Mom is always gets me what I want for the holidays, like for birthdays and Christmas. And then he says I give him good advice all the time. Which I was kind of surprised he said that, because I don't know if he actually follows my advice half the time. So I was like, really? But I remember when I was that age, I didn't feel like, I probably didn't follow my mom's advice when I was a teenager. So, I guess what goes around comes around, right? What teenager listens to their mom? And then, so my mom was probably like, ha 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 ha. She probably thinks I deserve that. She's like, yep. Right? She's probably like, yep. Oh, I was trying to see if that would help my lighting situation. I don't know. So I hate it when it gets... Anyway, so then you're going to jump into the eyes. And I'm going to be doing mainly a neutral, but since my dress has some kind of red, I wanted to kind of make sure I kind of warmed it up, because I kind of wanted a warm neutral look. So I'm going to be using this palette, this palette, Christian Dominique, the Latte 2. I hate this. I'm going to go get better lighting. Tarte, the Spicy Betch. I'm not going to be using a lot. I just want to use some of the orange and maybe a little bit of the red, but not make it too red. But I really wanted to use this one just a little bit, since like I said in my palette video, I haven't used it a whole bunch, and I really wanted to get into using it a little more. And so I'm going in with the Latte 2, and it's the Frothy. And I'm using the JH 20. Alright. Just lay that down. And now I'm going to go in. Well, let me grab a paper towel so I can have something to wipe my brushes on. Then I'm going to go in with Blonde Roast, this yellow shade right there. And I'm going with the JH 34. So anyway, so the collab I'm doing today, the collaboration is with GlamWithKelly, like I said, and you guys should totally go check out her videos and go check out her channel. She is so funny and she's so nice, and she used to be a hairstylist, and which I love because I'm currently a hairstylist, so we like bonded right away. And she, every time I do a hair video, she's like, yeah, I miss being a hairstylist, and I'm like, I just love that. And she's also a product junkie like I am, and so she does videos where she talks herself out of like new releases, which, you know, if it's just, and then while she's talking to herself out, I'm like, it's like she's talking me into them, and then she's also talking me out of them and into them at the same time. It's fun. So she has really good videos. And she also is doing a lot of indie brands reviews, which I think is such a good idea, because there is a lot of good indie brands out there that I have never heard of, and I love that. It's such a good idea to discover new lines that you necessarily wouldn't discover otherwise, because there's so many good indie brands out there. And this is just going back over with the Frothy to kind of smooth out any harsh edges, to make sure we are nice and blended. Alright, now I'm going to use my JH32. And I'm going to go in to Smoke Show in this palette. It's the shade right here. Like I said, I want a warm neutral look, and that's why I want kind of that orangey shade, because I want something warm, but I do want to keep it neutral. But since my dress is red, I want warmth. Is that going to be like an orangey red look? Because you'll see, I'll go back to the browns in the latte. I just wanted to warm this up a little bit. So this just kind of helps build it up. So what is everybody's plans for Mother's Day? What are you guys getting your mother for Mother's Day? For Corey's mom, we got her. She doesn't watch my channel. I don't even think she knows I have a YouTube channel. If she does know, she doesn't know how to work YouTube. So I don't think there's any worry about her watching me. So I can totally say and not be like, oh my god, she's gonna watch and it's going to be it's gonna be so great. Yeah, she has no idea how to. When she wants to post something on Facebook or something, she has to call Corey to go over there and help her post, like, for God. So, and she has, like, no idea how to do social media or anything. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the Cafecito, this color right here. So she's not very technology savvy at all, by any means. Which, I mean, I can relate to a little bit, but I do know a little more than she does. I mean, I know how to work Facebook. But it's funny that, yeah. But anyway, so we got her some flowers and we got her a card. And I have to make a dessert because everybody has to bring things when they go over to her house. Like, it's always, she'll call and say, I'm having family dinner. This is what she tells you. You're bringing a dessert. You're bringing this. So I guess that way somebody doesn't bring the same thing, or, you know, she's very organized. She's kind of OCD about things. And everything is very orderly in her house. Which is nice. I mean, she does have a very beautiful house, and her house is always very immaculate. My family is like very different. My mom was always clean, but she also like collected like dolls and stuff. But my family was like very down to earth, and, you know, yes, people would sit at the dining room table, but you could also sit where you wanted to, and it wasn't like place settings or anything like super fancy. Connie is very, you sit here, you sit next to him, blah, blah, blah. But Connie loves doing get-togethers. And she's good at organizing. I think because she's so structured, that she's really good at throwing them. And I'm just like normal, I just go over everything to make sure everything is smoothed out. No harsh lines, really blended. Okay, now I'm going to kind of deepen that corner with the darker brown of the palette, that Coffee Beans, the shade right here. You see, this is still a very neutral look, even though I did use that orange. And I'm sure you guys were like, oh my gosh, why is she using that orange? You can see it kind of just made it very warm. I wanted a very warm look with my dress, and so that's it just kind of added some depth. Just kind of helped to build it up. And just kind of soften that up. There we go. It's looking really good. I like that. Go over it with Tarte right there. What color do I want to use in the center? And I don't know what the boys are gonna get me for Mother's Day. You know, sometimes they get flowers, sometimes they pick out something right here. Sometimes they get me cookbooks, sometimes they, you know, get makeup. I mean, kind of hope for makeup. You know, I think I always kind of hope for makeup. I think Corey gets tired of buying makeup. I don't think he likes buying makeup. And I think he thinks I have too much. But that is what I like. You know. Oh, and that shade was Drizzle, and now I'm doing the Frappe. I just love the names on this palette so much. I just think this palette is so good. And I know I've used it a couple of times. Actually, more than that. I've used it quite a bit. Okay, so this is what we got so far, and so now let's do the under eyes. And I'm just taking, first I took coffee beans, and now I'm taking the cafe, the brown color, the other brown color that I use. Just kind of smudge that in. This is a Morphe brush that it doesn't have a number like some of the other ones because it just came in a set, so it didn't really. Because some of Morphe's don't have numbers, and then some of them do. Then I'm going to go with a Cafe con Leche and that Latte too. I'll blend that out. All right. There we go. Now I'm going to do some eyeliner and some mascara. I'm going to do the eyeliner and the mascara off camera because it's been the same and you don't really need to see me do it because it's the same. So I'm going to do that off camera and then I'll be right back. Alright, and I'm back. So my eyes are finished. So let's bronze, blush, set, and then we are kind of done. Alright, so I am going to bronze with my butter bronzer. I have really been enjoying that because I think partially kind of just I'm ready for summer, to be honest, and I just really enjoy the smell. I still love the Hoola bronzer that I have, but I think that's part of it because it just reminds me of summer. I'm just like, I think you just go through phases. Sometimes I'm like all about Hoola, and then other times I'm just all about. And this is an e.l.f. brush that I'm using. Look at me remembering to tell you what brushes I'm using. Yay! Because, you know, sometimes I'm really good and I'm like, stay on it. And then other times I'm like, I'm totally forgetful. Please cover it up. No, do better. Do better. Do better. Okay. I am going to go in with the JH 14 and I'm going to use the Nars Orgasm blush. Even though it's still not one of my favorites. I just really want to use this blush up. Alright, and now I'm going to go in with the Champagne Pop from Becca. I do love this highlighter. And then I'm also going to use the Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics and Carats to kind of do that inner glow. I love this pen. I so want some more of her highlights, and I can't not wait until she comes out with more stuff. If you guys find out before I do what stuff when she releases more stuff, let me know, because I'm all over it. Of course I follow her, so I'll probably know. But if there's some chance I don't know, tell me. You know, tell me. That's all I'm saying. Alright, so now I'm going to set my face. And I'm using that Fit Me powder that I set my under eyes and everything with. I'm also going to set my entire face with it. Okay, and then so now I'm going to spray my face with Milani Make It Dewy. Now some lipstick. And then look like I'm going to do the Wet n Wild Color Icon in Brandy Wine. And then Maybelline Nude Lust. And then I'm going to use the Dominique Cosmetics lip gloss in Cream. Just a really nice nude lip, neutral. Right, let me take my bangs down. Gonna fix my hair. Alright, this is my finished look for Mother's Day brunch. What do you guys think? Because this is what I would wear if I was going to a Mother's Day brunch. This is what I would do. I hope everybody out there that is a mother has a very wonderful Mother's Day, and I love you all. Thank you guys for watching me. I really do appreciate all the love that I have been getting. Thank you so much for everybody that has given me a thumbs up, subscribed to my channel, commented. I love you all. It means more to me than I can ever say. Thank you guys for watching me. I hope you guys continue to want to watch me. I love making these videos. It means so much, so much. If you guys want a certain video, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much. Don't forget, I will leave the link below for Kelly's video down below. So yeah, so that's it for the Mother's Day collab. Get ready with me collab. I will see you guys next time. Happy Mother's Day.